There was once a young woman named Anya who had always lived her life trying to please others. She was kind, generous, and always willing to help, but no matter what she did, people judged her. When she wore simple clothes, some would whisper, "She's so plain." But when she dressed up, the same voices said, "She's trying too hard to impress." If she shared her opinions, they called her too bold, but if she stayed quiet, they labeled her weak. At first, Anya tried to fight it. She spent years adjusting her behavior, her clothes, her words, trying to fit into what others thought was right. Yet, the more she tried, the more exhausted she became. It felt like she was losing pieces of herself just to make people happy. One day, after hearing a hurtful comment about her behind her back, Anya sat alone in her room, tears streaming down her face. She felt like she was suffocating under the weight of others' opinions. That's when her grandmother, a wise old woman, walked in and sat beside her. She held Anya's hand and said, "Child, what's wrong?" Anya sobbed, "No matter what I do, they judge me. If I'm kind, they say I'm fake. If I'm honest, they say I'm rude. I'm so tired of trying to make everyone happy." Her grandmother smiled softly and said, "Let them judge you, Anya. Let them misunderstand you. Their opinions aren't your responsibility. Your job is to live your truth." Anya looked at her grandmother, confused. "But how can I ignore their words? They hurt so much." Her grandmother placed a hand on her heart and said, "When you let their words hurt you, you give them power over you. But if you stay true to yourself, kind, loving, and authentic, no one can take that power away. Their judgment doesn't define you. Your truth does. Your worth does." Those words hit Anya deeply. For the first time, she realized she had been living for others, not herself. She had spent so much time dimming her light to make others comfortable that she forgot to shine for herself. From that day onward, Anya made a promise to herself. She would no longer let gossip or judgment control her. When someone misunderstood her, she smiled and reminded herself that their opinion wasn't her reality. When someone gossiped about her, she chose kindness, knowing that bitterness would only chain her to their negativity. It wasn't easy. There were days when the judgment stung. There were nights when she felt alone. But every time, she would close her eyes, take a deep breath, and say to herself, "I am enough. My truth is beautiful, and I will keep shining." Over time, something remarkable happened. Anya started to feel lighter. She laughed more freely, loved more deeply, and began to chase her dreams without fear. And though the judgments didn't stop, they no longer held power over her. One day, a friend asked her, "Anya, how do you stay so calm when people talk behind your back?" She smiled and said, "Because I've learned that their words are their reflection, not mine." My worth doesn't depend on their understanding of me. I shine for myself, not for them." And so, Anya lived her life as a reminder to everyone around her. Let them judge you. Let them misunderstand you. It's not your job to carry their opinions. It's your job to live authentically, to stay kind, and to never doubt your worth. Because at the end of the day, the only voice that truly matters is the one inside you. Keep shining, no matter what. If this story touched your heart and reminded you to stay true to yourself, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Let's spread positivity, self-love, and the power of authenticity together. Hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a story that inspires you to shine brighter. Stay strong, stay kind, and keep shining, always.